A trip to the future to see what the future holds, and leaving behind the past and the present. Oh yeah, yeah. So here we are on our way through a time rift, heading for the future. And when we get there, we will see what lies for CuteanimefiguresTV. Welcome to another anime review. Here we are in the future. Behold what lies ahead for us. And that's where we are now. Ooh, yeah, yeah. And welcome to the show. Yeah, yeah. CuteanimefiguresTV, yeah, yeah. Hello everybody, welcome back to Cuteanimefigures show. I am your host, Craig J. Smith. So on today's show we're going to be taking a look at a very awesome Revoltech series. We're going to be continuing on the Revoltech Revolution series. So yeah, if you're big fans of the Fist of the North Star game, let's take a look at our video review today, which we'll be taking a look at Raoh. Yes, Raoh is one of the main villains of the game. Very hard to, to defeat. You fight him once or twice or a few times in the game, and yeah, let's take a look at the the Revoltech version of this guy. I said Figma then, but oh well. Let's take a look at the Revoltech Revolution series, and this is Raoh Hokuto Muso version. Let's take a look. So as you can see, here we are with Raoh Hokuto Muso version. So Raoh is from the Fist of No Star series, and this is the version of him that represents from the Ken's Revenge game on the Xbox 360. And as you can see, very nice similar window packaging, as you can tell. The same similar one for Kenshiro, and he's in the Revoltech series for the Revolution, and he's number 023 in the series, so he's the last character for the video game. So let's take a look at the packaging. So as you can see, the packaging is pretty nice, with all the details on there. As you can see, we're in some cool poses. Not really awesome. I'll bring it right up here closer. So as you can see, there's Raoh. Raoh. Very cool. So let's take a look at him out of the packaging. So here we have Raoh out of his packaging, and as you can probably see, it does come with his Revoltech box container. So just like all the other Revoltech figures, they all come with a Revoltech orange box, so you can put all the accessories away and stuff. So he also comes with a display stand. As you can see, it comes with 2 pieces for a stand and another piece for the stand. So that's another piece there. Also the stand itself, plain black Revoltech stand. What else does it come with? It comes with a interchangeable head. Get a good look at that. Focus. See? Really nice. Kinda like an angry face. Zoom in on that. It also comes with this helmet that it has in the series. It's kinda, there we go. As you can see, his helmet. And yes, it is a removable helmet. It's there's no other face in there. I'm glad they gone with that option, because I thought it might be, you know, permanently attached, you know, just one head on its own with the helmet and one without. That's good. That's a good option. He also comes with some hands. You can see, very big. Some big palm hands. You can see. Another one. Also, these kind of flat palm hands. Also, the ones he's wearing is the fist hands that it has. Let's see. Also, it comes with is these 2 big pieces of his cape, which is really nicely detailed. And so we'll put these on in just a few minutes. And first off, we'll go for the articulation. So Raoh, as you can see, he has, you know, his outfit on that he wears when he's riding his horse that he has in the series, well, in the video game actually. For articulation, he has Revoltech joints in his head. You can see that's a normal face that he's wearing. Got. He also has Revoltech joints in the arms. Also has Revoltech joints there as well. Also in the fist as well. Kind of Revoltech joints, very big. Also has Revoltech joints in the legs. You can see the little joint is a Revoltech joint there, and in his knee. Also in his ankles as well, he's got a big Revoltech joint there. Kind of stiff. Also has peg holes for his feet. Also has a Revoltech joint on the back of his cape. You can see. Also has Revoltech joint there in the waist. He also moves. Well, these pieces do move as well. Part of his belt. Also does swivel at the waist. It's kind of tight. Also his other shoulder parts are on Revoltech joints as well. Really nicely detailed, and also these are on Revoltech joints where the cape is. So it's back there, you can see. Very nicely detailed in his outfit. Very nicely this nice purple. Also he has another articulation point, which is there as well. Upper torso. Also a nice joint in the neck area, as you can see. Yeah. So let's get these pieces on. These pieces, let's see here. Now these are just attached by Revoltech joints, I guess. So it's meant to be part of the cape. So as you can see, it's meant to be part of that. So it's meant to be part of that. Let's see here. Let's a little one here. Kind of tight Revoltech joints. So as you can see. So as I was sorting out the cape, as you can see, it's in actually 3 Revoltech joints. As you can see, it does kind of line up a little bit. I have to try and angle it in, as you can see, I guess. Very nice though, the cape. You can tell, kind of big. Well, a big cape for a big guy, I guess. So let's go ahead and put his helmet on. I know the cape's going to be... Oh well, just leave it like that. At least it's not going to be falling over, toppling over. So let's go ahead and put the helmet on Raoh, and see what it looks like with it on. Actually perfectly fits on his head. As you can see, got a really nice head sculpt. And that you don't really necessarily need the stand, because pretty much the cape holds him up really well. So it's a size comparison with Kenshiro, if I can unpeg him from his stand. There's a comparison between Kenshiro and this guy, if I can just move him to one side. So there's a comparison there of the parallel. Let's get a zoom up on them. You can see that he's a little bit more taller than Kenshiro, but the sculpt is really nice. You know, nice sculpt on the helmet, the feather, as you can see there, the feather, nice helmet, and all the detailing on his outfit, and on the gauntlets and everything, his belt, and that, just really awesome. So I'm going to show you how to swap out his hands. You've probably seen me do this more than once on my Revoltech figures previously. You know, swapping out the hands. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it isn't so easy. So here's the let's take that helmet off because I don't want to ruin that helmet. So first off, I'm going to unpeg this like that and have him with the... That's for that. What's the one? Aha. See. So they're very nicely big, so you can actually grow a hold on them. Really tight though. Actually have him in a pose like that if you wish to. And he's also got a big Revoltech joint there in his elbow. His arms. So also you can pull out his hand like other Revoltechs. Just gonna do this one manually. They're very so easy to get a hold of if they are, you know, on a big peg. So in there and put in his hand. I can just do this out. Get him posed. And now let's get that shiny helmet that he's wearing on there as well. So the cape actually is quite nice to have for a big figure, you know, and I have no problems with him standing up, so I don't really need a Revoltech stand. All it's there for is just if you need him to stand without the cape, and let's get a good look at him. Let's see, get a good look at the detail on his cape. Very nice. Nice matte black there. Get a good look at the face. Really, really nice. You can get him in some cool poses, I suppose. No, but with the big cape, I think the cape is actually removable. But I think it looks really, really nice with the cape on. There is another version of him without the cape, and some other variations of Raoh. So the cape is removable, like I said it is, as you can see, but I didn't remove it anyway. So let's get a good look at him with the other head. All it is a Revoltech joint in the neck. Doesn't take very long to attach the head, though. Doesn't take very long. Okay, it's good. It's all good. Have it that, I guess. Like it's just that well, this helmet fit on. Let's try and go for some dynamic poses. He looks like a king with a helmet on, which is really crazy. No, it looks really, really crazy. Definitely display him like that. So yeah, really cool figure. Definitely recommend him. No, it's probably really well detailed. The cape is removable. It's just that I didn't attempt to remove it really, because it looks really nice with it on. And so yeah, it looks really great with the helmet. It's a nice addition to have removable helmets on certain characters that really need it, you know. But just an overall great figure, and you can get him some good poses. The cape actually makes up for the weight of the figure. The cape is really heavy, if you see, and as you can tell, the helmet does fall off, and that. So the cape really does add for the thing. So you can see he's got a peg hole in his butt, if I can actually show you there. If you want to have him, some dynamic poses, like up in midair, if I can demonstrate. It's one of these. It's been a while. It's not a bit fiddly. Okay, it's not gonna go in. It's gonna go in bad. Well, I don't necessarily need it though. Since I'm not really going to be displaying him without the cape. If you want, you can have him in a big jumping pose like that if you wish to. Now with the cape up. But basically I'm going to have the cape down, really, and display him with the angry face overall. Let's get a good look at him with the other. Let's put this cape down. Let's display him with the hands now. Just remove that. So anyway, let's just get show you your hands. So really, not necessarily you'll need the Revoltech stand. He stands up pretty fine on his own with that big cape. Unlike Kenshiro, he does need his stand. Honestly, he does. So you can actually get into some crazy poses like this. Looks like he's going to karate chop somebody, or split somebody in half. This helmet is actually spiky, by the way. Really spiky. And this piece is like the swivels. Definitely recommend leaving this helmet on, especially when you're displaying it with Raoh. Get his arm down there because of these shoulder pad pieces. It's really a good way of getting his helmet to stay on. When you got his arms down, it's the only good way of getting his helmet on, right? So that's one way you can display him. The other hand is just the same. It'll just look really awkward and silly with him having two of these. Could have him running if you wish to. Yet again, I'm just going to remove the helmet. Really awesome figure though. All I can say is the articulation and the detail is there. Not much I can actually say, other than this is the version of him from the video game, which I prefer. But we will take a look at some of the other Fist of the North Star figures from the line. You can see it kind of looks awkward. Looks like he's got two hands. Looks like he's gonna jump away, or you know, something. It just kind of looks awkward, especially when he's got that helmet on, because the helmet doesn't really sit on there. So that's another pose you can actually put him in. So it looks like he's about to jog, you know, jog to base or something. Not jogging around the palace or where he's from. But overall, great character. He's definitely one of my favorite villains from Fist of the North Star. because he is the actual last main boss on the actual game. So yeah, it comes with some decent accessories like another head and another face, if I can actually get it to focus. Gonna have to focus with it. There we go. So it comes with another head. Well, this is the one what's on the figure itself when you get it, and also the fists, which is really cool. Me, I'm definitely going to display them with the open palm hands. Let's actually just do a switcheroo here. No, I don't really like them palm hands. Looks kind of goofy. Goofy palm hands. Just one of those things with this figure. It's no. There it is. They are easy to grip. That's another thing I'm going to comment on. You know, the bigger the Revoltech joints are, the better the you can get a grip on them. Because I know some figures do have small joints, and you can't really get a hold of them. And that's kind of go for another hand here. You see, that's why the cape is so good. It keeps him up, and ooh, looks like it's going to topple over. So better not. Oh, just have him with one fist there. And angle that. And actually have the helmet on. There we go. So like I said, really cool. Not necessarily need the stand, but well, I'll show you now before we go. Not necessarily need it, but it's there, and it should give him some kind of thing to it. That lined up on there. What really is this cape kind of keeps him up. That's the really good thing. But yeah, so if you can find Raoh, I definitely recommend him. Just an outrageously awesome figure. You know, the detail is really cool and outrageously, like it keeps in. But compared to Kenshiro, he's pretty cool. Definitely recommend him. So actually, I definitely recommend Kenshiro and Raoh if you can find the pair of them. They look great together on the shelf. Definitely be displaying all the Fist of the North Star characters together. But yeah. So anyway, that's been a review for the Fist of the North Star, Revoltech Revolution, Raoh Hokuto Muso version. So yeah, this is series number 023. Well, that's the number that it is on the back of the Revolution series packaging. There's another version of him which he's actually on his horse, his steed. There's another version of him somewhere. Yep, another version of him. You know, like a final battle version of him. Oh well. But this is the best looking version I've seen of Raoh. No. And yeah, definitely recommend him. Also, they do come with Revoltech chips. I know I probably didn't mention that for the Kenshiro, but all Revoltech figures do come with them. I just wanted to let you guys know that as well. So yeah, so great figure, awesome detail, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. See you soon. Take